This is an advice from healer to healer. In the human bodies, you are surrounded by a layer of energy, much like the ozone layer of the earth. It is palpable when you try to feel it with your hands. When you're in a healing session, it is very helpful for you to uplift the body of the patient into the quantum field and then look for disturbances and leakages in these layers that is surrounding the physical body as well as the quantum body, the light body. You can mend these with your hands by doing a circular motion or a stroking motion in both sides, to the north and the south if you want, up and down. Imagine you're drawing upon divine light to fix this, to mend this. It's very helpful to call upon Archangel Raphael then, as the healer of healers. You will do this naturally. It is also very helpful to help the patient look within, find their own light, and let the light exude to the outside layer of the body to mend their own energy field. And this is very helpful when they have an acute problem like a stomach ache or a headache. They can feel with their hands where on the head the layer is intact and where on the hand it is not. Sometimes the problem is a thick layer, a very thick layer in one place. You can then stroke this layer out so as to make it even all over the body. Mend it with the light from within, or if the person cannot find it, if they don't know how, if they're not confident, if they cannot draw upon this inner light, then you can, as an external healer, help them out by drawing upon divine light. When you have some practice, you will be able to see where the leakage is in the layer. This is most helpful to prevent illness, to not let it come to the feeling of unbalance, discomfort, and physical pain. So everyone who is interested in being a healer to oneself can practice this. Find your layer with your physical eye, with your inner eye, with your tactile senses, or just as a practice every day or night, if you like, in the morning or in the evening before you go to sleep. Just touch your layer, the outside of your body, the outer layer. You are surrounded by divine light at all times. Mostly it exudes from you because you are a divine being. You have a divine core. You have divine purpose. And find the spot. Sometimes there are a few, sometimes there's just one big, sometimes there is none. You go over your body with your hands or your senses or whatever it is that you're healing with. It could also just be your mind, your heart, and mend these spots. You will do it naturally. The same is true for Earth. The orbit that Earth is in is now a different layer. It has entered a different dimensional space-time, different dimensional energy. It vibrates on a higher level, on a higher frequency. So naturally, Earth will want to rise up. She's already done that, but she can do much more. In order to do this, there will be much contrast happening on your planet for you to see. Humans are the symptoms of Earth, if you want to put it that way. You're like the pain on the body of Earth, just like your own physical vessels feel the pain. And when that happens, you can be helpful to Earth to raise your own frequency. So when you heal and mend your physical and emotional bodies with your inner light that you can draw upon at any time, because it is yours, you have a never-ending, bottomless, if you like, source of your own source. You will mend your own physical, your own layers, raising your own vibration, helping Earth along, so that her symptoms dissolve into pleasantness. And when she feels pleasant, she will raise her vibration more easily. Your conflicts on Earth will then ease themselves out, because this is your outermost layer. Your most outermost layer is the conflict that you see on Earth. So by mending yourself, mending your own body, your own physical vessels, you will also mend humanity. You will help along everyone, because the more you draw upon your own light, the more the more in health you are, and the more in health you are, the more in alignment you are. So the more people light up on Earth, the more easy it is to get accustomed for Earth in her new orbit, her new space orbit, her new space-time, her new vibrational frequency, her new upgrade, if you like. Your upgrade will come along the more you try and mend. You will automatically upgrade yourself by drawing upon this light every day or whenever you feel it's needed. But don't let it come to the moment of physical pain when you are in distress. Try to prevent this. You will get good at this. Be like this. You feel confident that you can do this. You are intelligent creatures and you're curious, so you will try this out, we know. Try to be mindful with what you eat. When you have this outer layer that is really physically intact, and we mean that you have a special glow then. People look healthy, people who are in alignment, people who draw upon this light do look different from people who are not well. We will just put it this way. People who do have many leakages. They do look different. You know that. You can tell by looking upon your fellow beings. When somebody enters the room, you know well, even if you don't them, you can tell what kind of aura, vibrational aura they have. Are they in good health? Are they in a good mood or not? So your inner self, your inner body, your inner physical body is not yet there. It's not quite there yet. So when the layer that is consistent with the light within, the divine light, you draw it out,
that you make this from, that you mend this with. And you are a shiny being on the outside, vibrational frequency very high. The inner body needs to come along. So they will not need as much food as they did until now, or until now you were used to do this by eating comfort food. You were trying to raise your vibration in a very artificial way. So for moments, you have some pleasure in your mind. You feel like, yeah, this is uplifting me. Give me more of this. But in reality, this is dragging you a bit down in vibration, because it's very dense food sometimes, especially sugary food or food that you like, because it's made of sugar and fat and nutritionally not as interesting for your body as they would like to be. So we would urge you to mind your own diet and try to get your bodies accustomed to the outer layer of the light, so that it will not only exude out of you, but also be instilled into the physical. Yes. So that you will be beings of light on the outside as well as the inside. This is quite a task. Will take some time. But you can do it if you're dedicated. Work with your own energy.